Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. A lot of things going on. As we saw last night, the Phoenix Suns, jeez, Louise, the Phoenix Suns, uh, have made it to the NBA Finals with Chris Paul, right? So 2 years ago, this would have been, if I told you this 2 years ago, you'd been like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? How could that possibly be put together in any type of way? But it's a very random thing. The Phoenix Suns haven't been to the playoffs in 10 years straight. And out of nowhere, with a new coach and a new player, along with just a good defensive young players that can kind of do a little bit of everything. They need to kick up their scoring and everything, but that's another subject. They have Devin Booker obviously for scoring, but everybody else is picking up. But one of the topics I saw last night was Chris Paul's spot, I guess, as one of the greatest point guards of all time, right? So there are a lot of great point guards, and when it comes down to it, there's a lot of good different things that we can look at, right? The first thing would be obviously stats. Stats would matter the most. And championships. Stats and championships, right? Championships will void out a lot of things that stats bring in, because we have to include that. Let's say, for instance, John Stockton, right? There wasn't usage rates that I can remember back in the day. But John Stockton's fucking usage rate would probably be otherworldly, interdimensional. The amount of assists he has like 3,000 more assists than anybody, than the person who's second, which I believe may be Jason Kidd. But he has like 6,000 more assists than Chris Paul. So when we're looking at stats, you can't just look at that. So when you look at championships, obviously this is Chris Paul's first trip to the finals. It's 16 years, his first trip to the finals. You have to look at that. But you have to look at who else is considered point guards, and some of the greatest point guards, right? You have people like Magic Johnson. You have people like Oscar Robertson. You have people like Steph Curry. You have people like Jason Kidd. You have people like Gary Payton. You have Steve Nash. I don't know if Walt Frazier was a 1 or 2. I don't know what people consider AI, but he played the 1, but most people consider him a 2. But he definitely played the 1. All timers, you know what I'm saying? So it's real hard to just say CP is the greatest point guard of all time. I saw a lot of people say that last night. I don't think that's the case. Obviously, it's just it's not revisionist history. I was about to say revisionist. It's the prisoner of the moment type of syndrome, because everything is just real fresh right now. But really and truly, what is Chris Paul's place as one of the best point guards of all time? I would assume he's definitely a top 10 point guard, right? Russell Westbrook. Let's also put Russell Westbrook in there, because Russell Westbrook is also one of the greatest point guards of all time. I'm not sure how I left out Russell Westbrook. I'm not sure if I did, but to get to this point, Isaiah Thomas as well. To get to this point, Isaiah Thomas doesn't have the statistics. This is exactly why I did the statistic championship thing between Isaiah Thomas and between John Stockton, because John Stockton has no championships, but his place as far as statistics and steals and assists is not. Nobody is even close to being close. 3,000 assists is, when we think of CP, we think assists, we think of a pass first point guard. He's 6,000 assists away from John Stockton. So to me, TP is in my top 10. I do not have him above people like Magic Johnson, um, John Stockton, Oscar Robertson, Steph Curry, Jason Kidd. That's it, Jason Kidd. I don't know if I said it once or twice. Isaiah. I don't know if I said Gary. I'll consider Allen Iverson. If you can go super old school, you go Bob Cousy and all these type of cats. I don't have him in front of Russell Westbrook. I could have just named 10 people right there. So Chris Paul is not in my top 10 point guards, but he is one of the greatest point guards of all time. And I just want to kind of hear your opinion. Where do y'all have Chris Paul um, placed? Because point guard is a very, very deep position, and it's only going to get worse because Dame Lillard and all these cats is coming right now. So it's only going to get even more difficult. So y'all let me know what y'all think. What is Chris Paul place in your top point guards of all time? Holla.